Hey there, folks. So I'm down here in Eugene, Oregon, and it's Saturday. So as you can see, it's the Saturday market over here, and over here is the farmers market, and then over here is what I lovingly call the hippies market. And then joining all of the fun today is a few people from the Eugene Police Department, the Eugene Police Employees Eugene Police Employees Association, EPA. So they're down here, and I'm just going to see if they want to answer a couple questions for me here. Oops, sorry. Just see if I can just turn this around. Okay.
We're an ATM. I've gone to an ATM, and there were just some stragglers, and I'm like, sorry, I'll go somewhere else. Thank you very much. I'm Margaret. Thanks for stopping and visiting. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I got some people here on YouTube. There's two people, and I just wanted to ask a couple questions to you guys as Eugene Police Department. Have you been on the Eugene Police Department very long?
First of all, I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm a community service officer.
Okay.
And so I'm what's known as a civilian employee. So
okay.
I don't do enforcement actions, is what I'm telling you.
So have you been with the Eugene Police Department very long?
Yeah, I've been about 19 years.
19 years? Okay.
I do crime prevention.
Crime prevention? Okay.
So how long have you been doing the bongos there?
Oh, I probably started when I was about 7 years old, so a long time.
I wish I could keep a beat. That looks like a lot of fun.
People actually really do keep beats, whether they know it or not, with your heart, with your breath, when you walk. We're all very multi-hemispherical when it gets right down to it. We don't really think about it like that. But, what I was going to ask about, and it might really mean something to you as a woman, especially in the Me Too era, is if you know about these incidents the Eugene Police Department has been involved in with sexual abuse and kind of rape. Do you know about those?
I don't.
You don't know about those after 19 years?
I don't. And I've read stuff in the paper just like you've read stuff, but I'm not going to comment.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay. I understand. I just, I'm the father of a daughter that goes to the university, and Eugene Police Department is responsible for keeping our children safe, especially the university department. But our children are getting raped at the University of Oregon. 1 in 4 women that goes to the University of Oregon will be raped. And the University of Oregon Police Department has, you might not know about this, but after 19 years, I think that especially being any part of it, you would know, they have this thing from, there's a scandal where they were saying who could eat a bowl of dicks. Do you remember that?
No, I'm not aware of the University of Oregon. We have an oversight with the auditor, and I would always encourage you, if you don't feel safe coming to us, to go to the auditor, or even Lane County if you have an issue.
Well, what happened is that there was this text message list of who could eat a bowl of dicks that the police department was sending around to each other, and one of the officers exposed it because that's what an ethical person would do, and that officer was reprimanded and ended up being fired. So that's the type of, the Eugene Police Employees Association, those are the type of people who are associated with that. And the South Eugene High resource officer, this was caught sexually assaulting women. And so, I know that you're just a civilian or whatever, but to me, like it's indicative of the type of association that you're willing to associate with, and it says a lot about the content of your character. And I hate to give you a personal indictment, but I would hope that you consider what I've just mentioned to you in the future, because it's shameful. It's really shameful, and as a taxpayer, I pay for it. Because when the people sue the police for raping them, do you know who pays for it? Not the police.
I suggest, well, we're taxpayers too, and so we do.
Come on.
And
but if I rape someone and I get sued for it, then
I suggest that you contact our maybe our public information officer.
The district attorney is the person who would press charges, but he won't. And there's a reason for that. It's because all of you guys are part of the same Good Old Boys network, and it just sickens me. And I just had to tell you guys that on the record. And you know, there's only one person listening, so it's not a real big deal. But I had to get it off my chest because, you know, I love peace. I'm a Native American. I'm from Washington. We're persecuted by the police more than any other group of ethnicity, Native Americans. And we're the smallest portion, 2% of the population in the country. So, you know, that's a whole other ball of wax, the racism. But the Eugene Police Department is known for sexism. And I really hope that you guys can figure out how to address that. I know the district attorney is not going to. So anyway,
one thing I'd like to say is, I bet if you got to know some of us on a different level, hopefully you would feel differently about us. But, you know, I'm not.
I mean, it's just, it's not a personal attack. It's a group on an association. As an association, that's what's tolerated.
There's another side.
Because
I'm not justifying anything. I'm not going to excuse anything. But at the same time, I think if you got to know some people, you might think differently about us.
I mean, I've been wrongfully arrested and wrongfully ticketed. So that, like, I obviously have an implicit bias, but it's not personal. It's an association thing. Eugene Police Employees Association.
But
I mean,
let me ask you something. If I would say something about any other group and make an assumption and say is guilt by association about that group, I'm not sure if that's real fair. Yeah. And I understand what you're saying.
Well,
it's
different though, because we're not accountable to upholding the law. If we were accountable to upholding the law, then I would agree. But because you guys are accountable to upholding the law, it's different.
I understand that. But at the same time, to use like a wide brush, I would hope that someone like yourself would be more sensitive to that.
Well, if there wasn't a thin blue line, I wouldn't have to use a wide brush.
Well, I think that if you got to know people, you might think differently. You seem like a nice guy. I like you.
Honestly, I didn't come over here to be a nice guy, but I appreciate that because I carry a gripe, and I came over here to express my gripe. So that's really why I came over. But I didn't want to be disrespectful about it.
I don't feel like you were disrespectful.
Yeah, because I do want to, as far as the badge and the profession goes, the understanding of the duty to righteousness is something I really can understand and associate with. But the corruption of district attorneys and judges and police unions, it makes the rest of it just whitewashing.
I would disagree with you on that. Because of my position, I don't feel comfortable engaging in a conversation.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I would just think maybe sometime when people aren't working, you might want to talk because you might have a different.
Well, like my friends have been shot by the police, so
I can't even imagine.
Well, so like and like my daughter, you know, and she's not a violent person at all. She wouldn't even raise her hand in anger. She's like the sweetest person, but indiscriminate fire of less than lethal rounds causes post-traumatic stress because it puts us on the other side of a gun.
I would encourage you to report that is what I would encourage you to do.
Because when
I would go to the auditor and get some guidance that way?
Well,
That's the
I've been
closest we
talking to
have
my
now?
therapist, actually.
Okay.
My therapist told me that I should engage with you guys, what you're talking about. Engagement therapy and not dissociative. So I'm actually overcoming abject terror. Look at, I have skin crawls because I have trust issues because I've seen too many injustices.
How do you feel our interactions?
Well, I don't trust you, but I do understand what you're saying and feel like you're a rational person. You're not being belligerent.
You feel like I've been respectful towards you?
You definitely talked over me a little bit, but as far as listening goes, there's a certain authority that comes with the uniform where people don't respect other people's speech, and it's just built into the speech patterns of authority where you have to take an authoritative tone, and I understand that. So you know.
I hope I didn't come across authoritarian. If I did, I apologize. And I'd also like to point out, when you watch that, how many times you talked over me as well.
Yeah.
And you know, you can talk about male-female.
Oh, well, I'm 100% triggered. I came over here triggered because this is my safe space, and you guys are rapists and murderers. So for me, I come here to feel good and be free, and you guys are my oppressors. And so, like, I literally carry around psychological conditions caused by people who wear uniforms and carry badges. And that's not your fault, but that's a condition that I deal with. So when I have to interact with your type, it triggers my distress. And I don't need Whitebird, but I did have to come over and tell you guys why it's triggering for me. Because it shouldn't be tolerable for race in the ranks.
I don't think it is. But I hope you have a great day, and I hope you get to know us on a different level.
I hope you guys never come down here again, and I think you guys are really horrible, horrible people in general.
I've done my best.
Yeah. All right, there you have it, folks. Just had to tell Eugene Police Department that I think they're horrible people. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully I don't have a ticket on my car, and have a great